Hi, and welcome to another episode of Make My Food Awesome. I'm Mark and France, your guide to good food. And this is Tricia Morrissey, the babe of botany. Now, she gave me that one. She threw it out there. I was trying to come up with something creative. She threw it out there. So I took it and I ran with it, and I think that's what it's going to be because she likes that one so much. Babe of Botany.
No. My name is just fine.
But I have to come up with some fun title. All right, besides that, it's been really nice out today. Yeah. And yesterday was awesome.
Nice weather, for sure.
We got up in the morning. We went out for a nice hike with Luke and Emma.
Yeah, we played basketball the day before and had a fire.
Oh, it was nice. Had some ghost stories that we told, which was a lot of fun.
Treats are on fire. Yeah, it was good.
Exactly.
It was nice.
And so recently, over the past couple of days, we were talking about some ideas for what we wanted to do about the upcoming Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
And so we came up with two really fun recipes that we're going to do today. And I know that Tricia's going to give you a little bit of scientific background on a couple things because that's what she does, and that's awesome. And it's a way to make everyone aware of heart healthy things going along with the different vegetables and fruits that we use. So for the first dish that we're going to do today, now Luke had said something about a 7-layer dip.
He did.
And I sat there and I was like, okay, well, I'll try to come up with something fun to do. So we came up with, it's a loaded refried bean dip, and I'm going to make some fresh corn tortilla chips from corn tortillas, which I love corn tortillas.
Yes, he does. We have them in the house all the time. Not the chips all the time, but the tortillas.
Oh, I love them. I put anything on them. Put anything on them.
So what's the other dish that we're going to make as well?
I want you to say it because I'm going to let you slaughter the name.
Oh, thanks. The other dish that we're going to make is molletes.
Molletes.
And I apologize now if we are pronouncing that wrong. Please let us know.
Please let us know. Yes. Now, what molletes are, they are an open-faced sandwich, and you use beans on them and gooey cheese. So we're going to do our version of that today.
Yep.
And show you guys, how to do that. Do your own. And as I always say, make the dish yours.
Yeah. And you can add things that you like, omit things you don't. I mean, you can play around with it. So that's always a nice option.
I feel bad because I know that I wish Tricia could have corn because I wanted to make the dish with corn in it, but she can't have corn. But
he doesn't like me.
We're not friends. we do have avocado involved in one of the dishes.
And tomatoes.
And you know some stuff about tomatoes.
Oh yeah, that brings some things to mind. So tomatoes have antioxidant in it, and it's called lycopene. I'm sure you've heard of it before, and it's usually released when the tomato is warmed or cooked. And lycopene is really awesome because it helps reduce your blood pressure. It also helps reduce your blood sugar. So if you're dealing with diabetes, it helps lower that naturally. It's packed with vitamin C and K. And fun fact about tomatoes, about 200 years ago, it was thought to be a poisonous fruit because it's part of the nightshade family. But come to find out, it's not poisonous unless you're allergic to it. And it's the second most popular vegetable/fruit in the grocery store behind potatoes. Now, the debate about a tomato being a fruit or a vegetable, technically, scientifically speaking, anything that contains its own seed is a fruit. So tomatoes, cucumbers, all sorts of things, beans, obviously, are considered fruits scientifically, even though we think of them as a vegetable. So, fun fact.
What would you say? Well, you're the scientist, so
it's a fruit.
I'm not saying you're a fruit. I'm saying it's a fruit. So, yes, you're not a tomato.
No.
You're not a tomato.
No, I'm not.
Not a tomato.
Nope, I'm not a walking tomato.
No, not at all. So we're going to do those dishes, and what I'm going to do is first I'm going to show you guys the dip, which is going to be, I'm going to show you guys in the crock pot, and that's why this puppy's sitting here. Now I know that Shirley just got a new crock pot.
Yeah.
Her and Tony. So
Or Instapot.
Instant Pot. Yes,
Pot.
I keep saying you can do. Now, trust me, you can do this in a crock pot if you want to do it in a crock pot. But an Instant Pot's what we're going to be working with today.
Right.
So I know that Shirley just let us know that she got an Instant Pot and she wanted to know how to use it in certain ways. And Tracy, she was asking questions about how to use it. And recently, I made a really delicious risotto, mushroom risotto, and I showed a little bit how to use the Instant Pot with the saute method, and then also how you can use it for when you're doing the pressure cooker setting. So today we're going to be using the pressure cooking setting again, but we're going to be making some black beans to make into our refried beans, which is going to be extra special, delicious on top of our chips we're going to make too. I can't wait. My mouth is watering. I'm getting tongue tied because it's delicious.
We should get to it then, right?
Let's get going. So this is how we make that. Make the dip, and then right after that, I'm going to go into showing you guys how you prepare the bread. Now you can use any type of bread that you want, but I found these rolls, a nice bag of rolls for 99 cents, and so I'm going to show you guys how to make those rolls and prepare them for making the molletes.
You did good. You did good.
Yes. So still, if we slaughtered it, just let us know.
Right.
But we'll be right back, and we'll be ready to eat.
Yeah.
So this is how we make those molletes and our loaded black bean refried deliciousness. That's the new name. That's what we'll call it. Refried bean deliciousness.
Okay.
We're going to start off by opening up our Instant Pot and putting in about 1 pound of black beans. Go ahead and put in water and top it off about 1/2 inch to 1 inch above the top of your black beans. Give it a stir, place the top on your Instant Pot, and make sure that the vent is closed. Set your Instant Pot on pressure cooker for approximately 20 minutes. At that time, you're going to take 1 medium red onion and you're going to give that a nice dice. I love the smell of onion, but this one is definitely making me cry. Once your onion is diced up, you're going to want to place it into a bowl or container and set that aside for your dip. Also for your dip, you're going to need 1 clove of garlic, and we're going to grate this. So get a grater, and if it happens while you're grating your garlic that you can't grate the entire piece, go ahead and use your knife and run it through for a nice chop and set that aside. Then get 1 avocado, and you're going to want to score that all the way around. Take it apart, pull out the pit, and then you're going to want to score that crossways, and then use a spoon to scoop out that delicious flesh. Place that into a bowl, add a little bit of lemon juice to make sure that it doesn't oxidize. Give it a stir and set it aside. I'm using a apple corer to go ahead and partially core out my tomatoes. We're going to take 2 of those tomatoes and give those a nice chop. And go ahead and place those in a bowl and set those aside along with our garlic and onions. Once our Instant Pot has gotten to the point where we need to remove our black beans, remove the black beans and place them into a strainer. Strain them thoroughly and then set those aside. When we're ready, go ahead and place 4 cups of black beans into a food processor or blender. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Going to add in our garlic that we grated. Go ahead and add in 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of no salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper. Place the lid on, and we're going to pulse that until it is thoroughly combined. I'm adding in a little bit of lemon juice to give it a little fresh citrus taste. Set that aside, and then get a bowl, and we're going to start putting our dip together. Place in our refried beans. Top that with our avocado, our tomato, our onion, and then put some Daya cheddar cheese on top, and follow that up with some freshly chopped cilantro. It's going to make it extra special fresh. Go ahead and set our dip aside, and we're going to move on to making our chips. Now for our chips, we need 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of no salt, and a teaspoon of black pepper. Go ahead and mix that together, and then get out our tortilla chips. These are corn tortillas. We're going to get about 12 of them, cut them in half, and then cut them into quarters. Take our corn tortillas and lay them onto a sheet tray that is lined with tin foil. Make sure that they are spaced nicely apart, not overlapping too much. And then sprinkle them with our mixture of spices. Give it a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Toss. And then place them once again on our sheet tray neatly. Set our oven to 350 degrees and place our corn tortillas inside and cook them for about 15 to 18 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to prep 1 onion diced up nice. And this is going to be for our salsa for our molletes. Have 2 small tomatoes, 1 teaspoon of no salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 1 teaspoon of lime juice. Mix that together, and then add in some freshly chopped cilantro. I love that freshness. Stir and set aside. Now we're going to take 4 rolls, and we're going to cut those in half, place them on a sheet tray lined with tin foil, and then we're going to butter each one. And once they're buttered, we're going to give them a dash of garlic powder and place them into the 350 degree oven for approximately 5 minutes. There we go. Okay, there you guys go. This is our loaded refried black bean dip.
Yes.
And these are our chips that we made. We took those out, and Tricia set them up so beautifully and so nicely for us to enjoy. So there you go.
Yes.
They are nice and crispy.
Yes, and I'm very excited. So can we dig in?
Yes. Do you want to taste a chip first?
I snuck one already. They're really crispy and good. Well, come on. It's like you're teasing me here. I didn't get into the dip yet.
I'm not done here yet.
You're not done here yet.
No.
Oh, okay. Well.
Because I told you I was going to add on
Lime juice. Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a little bit of lime juice on top. It's going to impart some nice citrus flavor in there. Stick that over there for me, please. And then Frank's. There we go. Frank's.
It's red hot.
Red hot. Deliciousness.
Yeah.
There we go. This should be good.
All right.
Are you excited?
Yes, I am. Here's your spoon.
Thank you for my spoon.
I can't wait. All right, I'm
Okay.
digging in.
Now you can leave this in the fridge for as long as you want,
I'm making a mess over here.
or you can eat it when it's warm. This has been made recently, so you completely devoured that.
That's really good.
Wow.
Yeah, this would be good either warm or cold. Ours is kind of in the middle. And I'm not going to be shy because that was so good.
I think if you left it in the fridge like almost everything, you get all the flavors, melt together, and it's so much more tastier.
Well, you could probably make this almost the day ahead, and then put like the top stuff on just before you serve it, and the flavors would probably soak into the layers a little bit more. But it's really good.
And it's good for parties.
It is, because this dish here goes a long way. I mean, you can do it in a more shallow dish. We did it in a little bit of a deeper dish to show off the layers a little bit. But yeah, it's really good.
Well, I think this is actually going to be our dinner for tonight because, we've got plenty of chips and everything like that, and we might share with Luke and Emma. We might.
It's really good.
I'm going to try one more. Now the refried beans are nice. It's very, very
They have
well blended together.
a lot of flavor.
Lot of flavor in there.
And then you got all the fresh things like the onion, the tomatoes, the cilantro, cheese, avocado. It's like really well balanced.
And of course we have diet cheese on there because I die for diet cheese. This stuff is so good. But
Very, very good. And this, like I said, you can make this ahead of time and refrigerate it and then leave it, if you're going to be doing it for a party.
Or a meal.
Or a meal. I mean, really, you have your fiber from the beans. You've got your vegetables. You got your onion, you have your tomato, you have your avocado, which avocado has all the healthy oils in it. Tomatoes have nice, vitamin C, vitamin K in it. You got your cilantro, your vegan cheese. It's really good.
Delicious.
It is. And the chips are easy to make. I mean, you can buy a huge stack.
And I showed you guys how to do it.
Tortillas.
And it's easy.
And you can make a lot of chips out of those.
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
It's like-
Or if you wanted to could you take a corn tortilla that you warmed up a little bit and then put the dip in and wrap it up and make a wrap?
The hard thing with corn tortillas is once you start to get, you can do that because I do that. But what I'll do is I actually will turn on one of the stove tops and I'll lay it over the flame and I'll put a little bit of a char on there that way.
Okay, I got another spoon, sorry.
Yeah, as long as you don't over bake it, overcook
because you'll burn it.
Well, it's not just that you'll burn it, but you don't want it to get solid. You don't want to sit there and bake it on top so that it's like a chip. If you do it enough, it actually, but you don't want to just pull a corn tortilla out and wrap stuff in it because that tends to, because it's not cooked fully, it'll start falling apart.
Right.
But you could use, like if you wanted to get a taco shell, you could put this in a taco shell and it'd be perfect. You know what we need to do though?
What?
We have another dish.
The molletes?
So we got these right here. Now, they're crispy on the outside and on the top. So we're going to set these ahead of us a little bit, and we're going to get our refried beans. Now we've taken these out and let them cool a little bit, which is fine. But with these actually aren't the refried beans yet, but they're the beans that we use for the refried beans. What I want to do with these is I'm going to mash them down a little bit, and I'm going to add in,
Some essentials.
some essentials. So I need some of our teaspoons in our. Just need a teaspoon. That's all I need. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
So all I'm going to do is just crush this up. With a mollete, you use beans on it. We're using these black beans, and I'm just, I'm doing our version. We're just going to get this. We're going to just squash them down a little bit with our potato masher. So once those are mashed down a little bit, I'm going to now with the potassium chloride or no salt. I'm just going to sprinkle on maybe a quarter of a teaspoon on there. And I love pepper. You love pepper. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of pepper on there. And that's going to give it a little bit of bite. Now,
it does, because it's coarsely ground, so
exactly.
It does. It is kind of spicy.
And I've thought about doing in the past putting white pepper on there.
You could do that
which
too.
would be fine.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to add in there half a teaspoon of chili powder. There we go. And that's good. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of onion powder. And I'm going to add in there about half a teaspoon. I just eyeballed that one. So, and it's nice because, can I borrow a spoon right there?
Sure can.
Gonna mix that up. And then I'm going to put in some lime juice. If you could squirt in some lime juice for me, honey.
Okay, just so one
Just
around,
to give it,
once around.
get it in there just to give it some moisture in there. Because these beans do need some moisture. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So, I've got these. Now, we're going to get our bread. Okay. And we need our salsa. So, we're going to go ahead on here. We're going to put our beans on top of our bread. Now we're going to put the salsa on top of it. And if you want to go behind me, honey, and put a little bit of Diet cheese on top of those.
I sure can.
And we're going to put this in, and it's just going to take a few minutes just to bake it. There we go. And make sure that they all have everything on there. Okay. So good. Okay, I'm going to put it inside the oven. And we're just going to bake it for a couple minutes. And we will be back in just a moment. And we're going to have some delicious molletes. 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 Okay, I got it right the last time. The very last time. So we'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, that too. All right. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, look at those.
All right. So the cheese has melted some on there.
Yes,
It's
it has.
warmed up. And now that the tomatoes are warmed up, that has released.
Lycopene.
Mm-hmm. I knew that. So, do you want to try one?
I do. I probably should get us some plates.
Well,
you know
not
me.
really.
I will drop stuff
You know what,
over.
honey? Go ahead and grab one up.
Okay, I'm going to grab
I trust you on this one.
one that I think will be less messy for me to try to eat. Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Tricia is known for. Anytime she eats anything that can drip on stuff,
That's why I usually eat
she
over
drips
the
it
plate.
down the front of her.
Well, that's
But
why I usually...
I trust her today,
Oh, boy.
and we're going to see how well she
No
does.
pressure.
So here we go. Better do it over the pan than over the counter.
Well,
It's really good. It has a lot of flavor in it.
it does. Nice job, honey.
I feel like I'm at work at the restaurant. I've got stuff all down the front of me. Maybe it's because I'm hanging out with you.
I don't think
But yeah, so Molletes. These are really, really good. So it's a simple open face sandwich. We did our version today. And, you guys can tweak it. Do whatever you guys want. Add in there. If you like certain things, twist it up a little bit. You don't have to necessarily do them just to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
No.
But that's what we're doing.
Yes, we are.
And these taste really, really good. The kids will probably enjoy one of these. And we do have the dip over there. If you want to, we've got the dip. There you go. So we did 2 dishes today. It's a little bit more than what we normally do. But I hope you guys have a happy Cinco de Mayo, and stay safe as always. And if you guys are new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and pop down to the subscribe button.
Yes.
Hit subscribe. Hit the little bell, and you'll be receiving all of our notifications when we put something new out. And look forward to more quarantine cocktails and some more Live at Fives. And Tricia has some stuff.
Tips.
And quick tips. And Tricia has some stuff she's going to be doing for gardening, which is coming up. So we're getting into that time of year, guys. So, get your seeds ready. Get your, soil prepped. And anything you want to say about that?
No, I'm just looking forward to showing them quick tips and things to do to prep their garden and start our growing season soon. So we're looking forward to that. Well, check out how to do these. Try them. Give us some feedback. We would love to hear from you guys and your ideas.
Can I have the little the spoon over there?
This one?
Yeah.
That's not a little spoon.
Wow. Well, it's little to me. I'm going to try something.
Well, that's kind of a good idea. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I won't. He's the one dropping stuff today, not me, which I probably will now that I said that. But, anyway.
Hang on.
Put that away, so. Well, I already made a mess here.
Well, drop over here, because I know that you loaded that thing up. She did do better than me. So you guys enjoy. We'll see you back here for another episode of Make My Food Awesome. Make my food awesome. I was waiting for that one, but of course she's got her mouth full. So we'll see you guys soon. You guys take care.
Bye, guys.
All right, thank you.